Yep, what's going on, fellas? Today is a very special day because I'm showing you my boat. Here, let me get a better shot of this thing. This is it. Check it out. That's it. I'll do a little overview of the outside of the trailer, the engine. We'll get in the boat. This is just me walking around it. If you're wondering what kind of boat this is, it is I think it's a 16 or 17 foot 1961. You heard me right. 1961 Feathercraft. The engine on it is a 35 horsepower, as you can faintly see right there. 1981 Evinrude. So let's go over the boat. Obviously 16, 17 foot, all aluminum, little John boat, basically. Pretty old trailer. I spray painted the trailer. It's starting to chip. Spray painted the wheels. Basically, because this was this boat I bought off of my cousin in Georgia for a pretty low price. So I bought it for a low price, but basically, right? Although it was basically a lake boat, okay? Because he lives up in the Lake Hartwell region of Georgia, all right? So I bought this boat off of him, and the trailer is obviously a freshwater trailer. It's meant for fresh water, all right? So I basically painted it just so it would hold salt water a little bit better, because my plan for this boat is flats fishing, a little bit of lake fishing, backwater river fishing. Basically, this is mainly going to be a saltwater boat. Just saying. It's mainly saltwater. I'm going to put a trolling motor up there. That's going to be a saltwater trolling motor. Maybe I might put it... I need you guys' help, because I don't know where to put a trolling motor. Maybe on these sides. Maybe like here. I don't know. Yeah, it's a single axle trailer. You know, kind of small. But here is the engine. 1981 Evinrude. That's the boat. Here's the engine. So, as you can tell, 35 horsepower. It's a hand steered. You know, push it either way. Crank it left and right. Here, I'll actually... Should I pull it down for you guys? I'm kind of doing work on this engine right now, so bear with me. Here. Just wait a second. This is in the seated position. It's a long shaft, as you guys can tell. Basically, the impeller broke on it, so I'm trying to get the water and everything back. But here's a little control panel. You can start it with this, but it's also a electric push button start. Here's the choke, electric push button kill. There's also this, which is a old school yank on it mentality. So I'm gonna get in the boat actually, and I will take you through basically everything I own for this boat. So the nice thing about this boat, right? Now there's a lot of pollen, but basically my plug goes down in here. You see that little hole? That's where my plug goes. I put the plug in from the inside of the boat. Got a little marine battery for it. Here's where the marine battery goes. Clip it in. Gas tank. Gas hooks up to the engine right there. These little wires hook up to the battery. Battery I have on a solar panel charger. Little anchor that my cousin had on the boat. So I threw an anchor line on it. I need to put some chain and stuff on it, but other than that, it works. Came with a net. Came with basically a toy paddle, but I actually had to use it one time. 1, 2, 3 seats, rod holders, 3 rod holders on the side. Now it fits comfortably. It fits 2 rods, but I mean, if you wanna, you can throw 3 in there. You can throw rods basically anywhere on this boat. Now stability is not the best. So, I mean, if you're sitting down, it's pretty good. It's not bad. But, there, by the way, there's a cleat back there, cleat up front. This is where steering wheel goes. I don't have a steering wheel. I also, basically on the original model, there's a big windshield. There's a steering wheel. This seat is shifted over on the original model. You can tell by these screws and this right here. And then there's a throttle. I have the throttle that goes with that engine. I just have been extremely lazy to put it in because I decided I don't want to put in the throttle and not have a steering wheel. I don't want to have a throttle up here, not have a steering wheel, and be dealing with that. So here's where all my stuff is. You know, dry box, I have the plug in it. I got all my, I got oil mixer, I got fire hydrant, air horn, flares, basically everything you need. I have a, sorry guys, it's getting a little late, electric bilge pump, because this boat doesn't have a bilge pump, extra gas tank, life jackets, oh, you guys cannot see that at all. I have life jacket and a there we are. Little buoy thing that you throw on the side of the boat. There's a little bit of storage up under there. So basically this hole, there's a little place for your feet, and there's a little bit of storage right up in there, and then there's a wall that goes over, and then you get into the main hole. All right. Also, it came with a rope. I don't have the lights on this boat yet, so I mean, you can't see it on there or nothing, but I mean, as of right now, this is going to be my plans for this boat. Flats, river fishing, mangroves, and then there's a lake pretty close to my house that'll hit that. But other than that, that's about it. Also, I mean, cup holders. Yeah, some cup holders right up in there. It's a pretty big boat for just one person. Once you get to 3 people, I mean, so I took it out on the local river. That's a brackish river, so it's kind of salt water, but kind of not. But I took it out with my dad. So I took it out with me, my cousin, and my brother when I was up in Lake Hartwell, just to test run it. Ran smooth. Took it out a second time on the local river when I got it home. Ran pretty smooth, but I mean, a little bit of engine trouble, not too bad. It just stalls out if you idle it for too long without revving it. So you just gotta kind of rev it, but other than, I mean, it ran fine for what I wanted. And then I don't feel comfortable going too far out on this, just because the engine can just clank out at any time. That's why so I took it out to Medard, or that's my local lake. That's the closest lake to me, which is still that's a far drive. Probably like an hour or so. That's a pretty far drive, but took it up there. I think maybe weeds got in the impeller. Impeller clunks out. Can't start the engine, and I had 3 people on it. That 3 people was a little much. I went with just me and my dad. That was fine, you know, had plenty of room. But when you go with 3 people, it's a little much. 1 person, it'd be super spacious, but 3 people, a little much. Even though it can fit 3 people is a little much. 2 is pretty good. 1 would be great. This is definitely gonna be a nice flats boat. It's gonna be, I got some big plans for it. All right, I got some plans for all sorts of fishing, bridge fishing, all sorts of stuff. I got lots of plans for fishing on this boat. Now, we'll say, handling waves. The hole is not that bad, but handling waves does get a little tough. You know, it's not the easiest thing in the world. Well, that's about it, guys. I showed you guys my kayak. I'll show you guys my fishing gear and future videos. I have a saltwater gear. I'm gonna have a saltwater gear video where I go through my entire saltwater bag. I'll have a freshwater gear video where I go through all my freshwater stuff. It's coming pretty soon. This was just quick. I was just in the Keys recently. I'll tell you guys how that went. Keys was pretty fun. I'll let you guys know about it when I'm fishing next, because obviously I was going over my boat. I can't have a long conversation about the Keys and fishing there when I'm talking about my boat, you know. I will talk about it in the next fishing video, or my saltwater or freshwater gear. That's about it. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.